The world in which we are living is so peaceful and so relaxed. We are not afraid of anything to happen like wars and other destruction. But this is only one side of the world. Many people's agencies and groups make our world to be lived. We live peacefully and without any worries because of these people. Today our story is also related to an agency that makes the world safe. Our story opens with the scene of a serious handsome boy looking at the graveyard with a serious face. He is looking at the graveyard for about 300 seconds. This boy's name is Kai. His team member is waiting for him in the car. They are talking about their goal as they are working to avoid another great war of 5 races ever occurring again. Several hundred years ago, a war between 4 races, demons, celestial, spirits, mythical beasts, and humans happened. Fortunately, humans are winning this war. Now Kai with his 2 friends and team members Saki and Ashran is doing the job as the Humanity Aegis Agency. Their work is to make sure that all the demons are sealed and the make world to prevent any other war. After this, they reach their place Humanity Aegis Agency Vishal branch. Kai is doing his combat practice. He works very seriously. He is getting a warning about the mythical beast type machine, but he cannot take this warning seriously. He is fought seriously and about to absolute attack. Fortunately, he is saved by Saki. Saki praised him. She told him he was a great fighter even if he was at the time of war. He would get a name in history like Prophet Sid. Prophet Sid is a great history fighter who defeats all the heroes of 4 races. Prophet Sid did this by using the shining sword that was given to him by the prophetic god Ursula Salaka. Prophet Sid has a great personality, but the sad part is that they do not know whether he exists or not. After all this, Saki told them they needed to do something for Jean's promotion celebration as she achieved a lot at the very young age of 17 years. Ashran suggests presenting a flower bouquet to her, but Saki rejects it because this is so basic. At the same time, Kai receives a message from Jean who invites him for a meeting but invites him alone. Saki and Ashran tease him, but he ignores them. The next day Kai is going to meet her, and he is surprised to see her there on time. He teases her little because she is always late. She told him she was getting punctual because she was going to Urzak for training. After this, they both go some shopping. Jean is looking for some gifts for Saki and Ashran. She told Kai she knew they were doing some planning for her and she also wanted to present gifts to them because this is the last time she is going to meet with them. She is getting sad about this because she has been going for training for about 2 years. But he told her to not be sad because this was her goal. She is getting happy about it and is busy shopping. They eat ice cream and go back. She told him she knew very well when her father found him, and he told them about the Prophet Sid's sword in war. He remembers the time and is going to touch the Sid sword but cannot do this. He is feeling sad about this because no one believes in him without the sword. She told him not to be sad because from that day he is getting duty of saving the world. They are walking and she asks him what their future will be. He cannot know of answer. She is going to tell him something but suddenly everything is getting changed. Kai is the one who feels that everything is moving strangely. He cannot understand what is happening and the world's regeneration occurs. He opens his eyes and finds himself in a place that is destroyed. He tries to figure out things as all the buildings are crumbling. Suddenly, he saw a demon appear behind the building. Demon is very huge and powerful. The demon uses different magic on him to defeat him. Kai took his modified 11 bullets and started fighting. He can cancel demon magic. The demon puts burn magic on him, but he is saved. He ran to kill him and attacked him with his bullet. A strong red and orange light appears. An explosion occurred. The demon destroys. He is happy and found the courage in himself to fight with demons. But at the same time, another demon appears from behind and mentions this is not easy to defeat a demon. Demon makes fun of him and mentions that humans are poor and slaves to them. The demon is about to attack him, but he is saved by a girl. This girl is Saki. He is happy to see Saki here, but the twist is this Saki cannot recognize him. Even Ashran also cannot know him. He tried to remember them, but they cannot know anything about it. He asks about what happened in this world. They told him that there was a great war between 5 races and humans were lost in it. Now humans are weak in trying to save their lives. He is feeling sad about it. They told him that everything was taken by demons and now all the humans were wandering in the streets. That's a very sad condition of humans. They take him to a city they are created in underground. In that way, they are saving the people. Kai asks them how humans are lost in this war. They said that the demons were very strong and attack them in groups. They cannot fight with them and lose the war. He asks them about the Prophet Sid, but unfortunately, they do not know anything about this. They are talking when suddenly everyone is excited and he comes to know that the commander of the United Resistance, who is the savior of humans, has arrived. Kai is getting shocked to see that the commander is Jean. Jean cannot recognize him and asks about him. Saki and Ashran give Kai introduction. She just appreciates them and moves on. Kai cannot bear it and stops her. He told her they had both been done shopping some time ago, but she cannot remember anything and move on. He agrees agrees with it, but he does not know why Jean doing work as a guy in this world. In the night, Kai is thinking about all the things that happened and trying to figure it out. He is thinking and wants to know about the graveyard. He asks about it to Saki and Ashran, but they cannot know anything about it. He reaches the graveyard and starts moving inside of it, but he is shocked to see Sid's sword there. He takes it in his hand and is determined to save this world. Kai, after getting the Sid sword, he moved out. He saw a strange girl who was trapped and asked for help too. This girl is very strange as she is not human. She has wings. She said her name was Rene and she needed his help. He is a kind heart person, so he decided to help her but mentioned that she would not attack him. He tries to break the trap with his bullet, but he has not succeeded, so he turns its bullet into a sword with magical words. He tried to break the trap and did this easily. As she gets out of the trap, she is attacking him. She is calling her enemy, whose name is Vanessa, the hero of the demon, and she thinks Kai is sent by her. She badly attacked him, but he saved himself. He told her he was not his enemy, he was just a human, nothing else. She apologizes and thanks him for saving her life, but she mentioned she is not the told him about her race. They both introduce each other. They both appreciate each other's work as they both are great fighters. They are talking when suddenly, Vanessa appears from behind. She is getting very angry and starts attacking them. She makes huge destruction. Kai takes Rene and runs away to save their life. Unfortunately, Vanessa captures Rene and is about to kill her. Kai attacks on her with a sword. A bright light appears, and they are finally moving out. They both are safe. Rene hugs him and thanks to him. She has tears in her eyes because this is the first time someone has done something for her. She told him that she was all alone as no race accepted her because of her body and wings. Even the demons call her an unsightly abomination, and due to that she is getting into a big fight with the hero of the demon, Vanessa. Kai is getting sad for her and mentions that they both have the same story. As he is also alone in this world, no one remembers him. She told him that she also knew that before she got getting the fight with Vanessa. She told him that the humans had won because the hero of humans had arrived, but she cannot know anything. He is getting very excited and happy as they both remember the same history and think they are the same. They were moving when suddenly she fell. He takes her with him. He advises her to go with him to the human city, but she refused because the humans are not accepting her, and also, she is afraid and cannot trust anyone. However, he managed to take her with him. She hides her wings and moves inside the city, but the problem is this: she is very affair and even she is about to use magic in the city, but he stops her. At night, he is thinking about saving the humans and about using the sword. But suddenly Rene appears. She is naked as she is in trouble and does not know how to stop the shower. She told her she was getting a hot bath once in her life. Even before that, she is taking just a bath in the cold water of rivers and lakes. She also likes her sleeping place. After this, he told her that the history is alternated and they all need to escape from this one and return to the correct one. In the middle of the night, Rene wakes up and mentions she smells some danger. At the same time, they both come to know that the demons are attacking the city. The great hustle happens in the city. Everyone wants to save life. Kai leaves Rene and moves to fight the demons, because this is the one in this world who gonna play Sid's role. Resistance runs to save humans. A demon is about to kill Saki. Fortunately, Kai appears and saves her. Kai is fighting very strongly. Rene also helps him. Now the situation is getting controlled. The demons are killed. The city places are buried. Saki and Ashran ask about his weapon which he used to kill the demons. He told them he was from another world and this bullet was also from that world. After this, they invite them to attend their meeting that is going to be held at Urza Federation Rebel Army headquarters. He agrees and they leave for the meeting in the old royal capital. The royal capital is not a good building and that's why they are doing meetings there to deceive the demons. This place is suggested by Jean's father, who was retired after getting an injury 2 years ago. They introduced themselves in the meeting. Kai told them about the history, but no one believed him. They make fun of him. He tries to remember Jean at their previous time, but unfortunately, she cannot remember anything. The meeting has ended. In the night, Jean's assistant Fallon takes them to meet Jean as she called them. She is surprised to see Jean as she is a girl. She told him that she believed in him. He also respects his great ability to fight. So, she needs his help to coordinate with the other 5 human cities to surround and repel the demons that try to invade Neo Vishal. He told them in that way the situation was not going to be controlled because they were weak and one blast of the magic of a high-rated demon could blow away the city. Jean knows all this, but she cannot do anything else. Kai advises them to attack the hero demon, Vanessa. Jean told them Vanessa was not an easy person. She was a monster who attacked them 30 years ago and wiped out everything all alone. She also mentioned that the only thing that is going to kill is the Sid sword. That's why they need them, because Kai is the one who can use this sword. He has agreed to do this. He is a very good person, and he mentions that he comes from another world, but he will help them because his friend is struggling to save their lives, and he also wants to do something for humans to serve humanity. They all agree and decide to plan what they will do next. They are making plans for their attack. Everyone is busy at work. Rinne sat alone and thought about herself. She thought she hated all the races, even she hated humans because they were weak. But first of all, she hates herself because it is a mixture of all races. No one is like her. Kai is the one person who does not hate her and also does not want to hurt her. She likes him. After all this, they are moving to their mission to capture Vanessa. They made a good plan that succeeded. Saki is a little afraid and hugs Rinne. She is scared of the hero of the demon Vanessa, but Rinne makes her feel better. Kai told them they were winning this time. They are fully determined. Ashran told them he was also a little afraid and seemed to be chill, but his hands were shaking all the time. But he mentions he is going through this mission because this is important for humanity. Humans need someone to make them out of this dark side of the world, and he wants to do something for the human. And after doing this, his name is also written in the history. Kai likes his thinking of style. All the soldiers are gathered in the palace. Jean addresses them. She talks with them and encourages them that now this time they are going to win. They have been fighting with the demons for several years. Now this is the final time that they are waiting. Today they will make demons their slaves. She pulls out her sword, and all of them join her with great courage. As all the demons saw them, they attack on them. All the demons use magic. Kai succeeds in killing the first one. The battle is starting. Kai used a bolt bullet and made several demons fall. Everyone is shocked to see this. Rinne sensed Vanessa and told them about her. Jean commands everyone and they are moving to capture Vanessa. They are moving through the stairs when suddenly a huge demon appears. This demon attacks Ashran and is about to kill him, but Fallon saves him. Fallon stopped there for fighting. Suddenly Jean faces great magic, but fortunately, she is saved from it. Kai, Ashran, Saki and Rinne are moving to attack Vanessa. They face a demon on the way. Saki gets scared, but Rinne uses a magic barrier around all of them and they are saved. Ashran and Saki stay at the electricity place to shut off the light as they get a signal. Rinne and Kai face a demon. Rinne flies with Kai and uses his sword to break the magic barrier. Kai cannot understand this, but he comes to know she did it to save him. She captures herself in front of a demon. He runs to find out about Vanessa. Jean is fighting with demons bravely. She fights like a professional. She is human, but she also uses different magic tricks on them and makes them destroy them. Jean is about to be attacked by many demons, but she is saved by Fallon. Now they are both fighting with the demons and waiting for the signal from Kai. Kai is in front of Vanessa. Vanessa is sitting peacefully and she also proposes to him. She mentions she will make love with him because he is a handsome, charming boy. She proposed to him in a very good way that humans should accept it. But there is a Kai who rejects her. He mentions that he just comes to defeat her, not to make love. He told her about the history and mentioned the humans are going to defeat them. She laughed at it, because this seems to be impossible. He told her that there would be an end to the humans and the humans would be the prophet. Said she is shocked, but she controls her emotions. She started talking to him. They both attack each other and the strong battle starts. Both are very determined to kill each other. A strong explosion occurs and the wall breaks. Vanessa uses a blasting technique and a huge destruction happens. Everyone is shocked to see this explosion. Vanessa is still unbelieved that Kai is saved from this attack. She asks him about the sword which he used to save himself. She senses some serious problems. Rinne comes there because she is worried about Kai as the buildings are shaking very badly. She said that maybe he had died. They both are talking and suddenly a huge dark circle appears and the hero of the demon of the previous world comes and fights with Vanessa. This fight is massive. The Vanessa who appeared from that circle is very strong. They both are scared to see her, but the Vanessa of this world makes her go back to the circle. They both cannot know whom they will fight and save their lives. Kai is also scared that this world is going to give him a tough time. As in this world, he has to fight with two heroes of the demon. Rinne hugs Vanessa and a magic spirit barrier form against them. She did it just to save Kai. She cannot care about herself and wants to save him. But Vanessa breaks the barrier easily. She does attack on him and a strong explosion occurs. He hit badly with this attack. Rinne's heart broke into pieces. She cannot bear this Kai is dead. She wants to take revenge, so she come into her original form. Her wounds are healing. She comes into the form of a mixture of 5 races and attacks her badly. They both are fighting against each other. Vanessa makes fun of her as she hides her identity. She told him that no one is gonna accept her after knowing its nature. He mentions that Kai will hate her after knowing this. That does not matter to him how sweet she is because nature never changes. She told her she was a monster and Kai would die just because of her. Rinne's eyes fill with tears. She holds her hand strongly. She curses her and uses magic that makes both of life to die. The blood is dropped from their bodies. She mentioned that now in that way both are going to die. But there is a twist, which is that Vanessa has prepared herself for all these types of crushes. She has saved herself. Now Rinne's life is in great danger. She is apologizing to Kai as she tries her best but cannot do anything further. A cloud of black smoke spread everywhere. The flames of fire appear and Rinne died in it. But fortunately, she is saved by Kai, who is alive, not dead. He is just faint. Vanessa gets shocked and angry to see him. She starts to attack him. She is getting out of control and mentions humans are never going to win over her. She told them every race has heroes, which she also respects, but humans are the weakest creatures as they do not have any heroes. Kai told her that he was going to strengthen humanity, the future of humans and the power of humans. She cannot bother it and makes a huge circle to invite more demons. But he breaks it into pieces. Kai gives a signal to Ashran and the light turns off. Vanessa is unable to see them, but she sees them because of the light of their sword. She attacks them but Rinne controls it. Kai remembers his previous life, his training, and his goal to serve humanity. He catches his sword and attacks her with great courage and strength. She fell. She remembered everything and told them that world regeneration occurred. The world is rewritten as she told by Prophet Sid. The alternation of the world occurs because of some reason that she does not know. She told them Prophet Sid gave him his sword and mentioned that the reason for the alteration of the world would be the heroes of other races. So, to know the reason, she needs to take care of his sword. Kai cannot believe this because Prophet Sid and Vanessa are enemies, and they were fighting in the past. Vanessa told him that many things in history are hidden, and he is not aware of it. Her soul is getting away and she appreciates his work, strength, and spirit and disappears to the moon. Her life has ended. Now the humans have won over the hero of demons, and that's good news for them. Everyone gets this news. After this, Rinne and Kai both talk about something wrong with this world. Something happens and they are both not affected by this. Jean came and thanked them. She also asks about this sadness, but they ignore it. So she thanks and mentions humans are free to live in this world. Humans are going to rebuild the buildings of cities. She told them she would leave this federation because the other 3 federations are under the other 3 races, and she also wants to help them. She invites them to come and also help them in this operation. She mentioned she wanted to finish this war, so she needed them. Kai appreciated her ambition and thinking and decided to help her in this operation. They made hands with each other and decided to end this war. Kai thought that he was demanding who was going to end this war and make the world right, and also wanted to know who was behind this world reincarnation. Rinne had a dream that an old man helped her, but she cannot understand this. After this, they all moved to the other federations. Kai remembers the time when he and Rinne were doing construction work in the royal capital. When suddenly Rinne smells demons, they run to watch out. They come to know that the hero of demons, Vanessa's sisters, comes to meet them. Her name is Heinmeril, a succubus. She appreciates their work as they both are strong. She warns them the hero of the demon is dead, not the demons, so the demons can attack them at any time. So, she gives them a deal, which is that they have to step back from the other federations. The demons are not going to harm them. She is also a naughty girl. She also wants to give him a lot of kisses or other stuff, but he refuses. They are moving to the Federation to fight with Celestials. Celestial is also a strong race, but they have courage, they will fight with them. Jean is instructing all of them. Suddenly Rinne smells something, and they come to know that a magical beast, a dragon, is above them. All the soldiers take position and fire on it, but it cannot get any harm. Rinne and Kai both take position and fire on it. They make it to die. All the situation is controlled now. Everyone is resting in their tent. Jean gives the order to Fallon and Kai to do guarding tonight. Fallon is guarding the outside of the tent, and he is moving inside a tent. Fallon advises him to not think anything wrong after seeing Jean in a sleeping dress. He is also worried about his emotions. He was shocked as he entered because Jean was taking a massage from Rinne. They are saying that the situation in the royal capital will be controlled by other soldiers. They are sleeping, but Kai is in a very difficult situation as both girls are sleeping together with him. The next day he is feeling very sleepy, but he cannot do anything. They reached Low Federation and moved to the rebel army headquarters. They all received a warm welcome from the people and army soldiers. The advisor of the rebel army, Zethvan Bakenhain, meets with Jean and welcomed them. They all have great hope for them. After this, They move to meet the commander of the rebel army, Dante. His assistant Kuberi welcomes and takes them to the commander. Commander Dante talks badly with them and asks why they come to his federation. If they are planning to take off his federation or another, he is used to accepting them. Jean feels very bad and mentions that behaves like a commander and she has not come here to get any honor or reward. She advises him that let the people decide who is going to be the winner and awarder of this battle. She also advises him to change his behavior so people will praise him. The meeting happens and she decides to find out where is the hero of Celestial. She mentions that she is just helping the people who put their lives in danger just to serve. After this, they are resting in their tent when Ashran mentions he is like the commander's assistant as she is a very beautiful girl. Rene is thinking about her seriously as she thinks something is wrong with her. The next day, Jean is moving for a search with the soldier. Dante is worried about his position, but Kuberi relaxes him. Jean told everyone about her plan and advised time to make preparations. On the other hand, Dante wants some soldiers with him, and he is going to do an attack on Celestial. He wants to do it just to save his position. He also mentions that this operation will be hidden from the others. Rene is taken seriously and tells Kai that she suspects that Kuberi is not human. Another enemy of the human siren wakes up. She orders to gather everyone, all angels, all dwarfs. Everyone gets the news that Dante left to Elven to fight with the hero of Celestial. They are taught how he made this stupid decision as he knows about the dangers. Kai thought this was done by Kuberi, who is probably 11 spies that are similar to humans if they hide their ears. They are getting more worried about that as it means there are other enemies in this rebel army. They found the weapons of the soldiers of the rebel army and came to know that they had fallen into a trap. Rene told them she sensed an elf, so they had to be cared for. They reach a magical gate, bright light appears and they enter a strange place. They are moving in this place when suddenly a little elf appears behind the branches of the tree. She is just following a butterfly. They ask her who is she. She gets afraid to know that they are human and runs back to her place. As they enter this place, the Celestial are going to attack them but stopped by Kuberi. Now they come to know that she is enemies of them and ask about Dante and others. She told them they were alive but paralyzed for a few days. She told them she would free Dante and others if they fought with the angels. She did this because angels betrayed them. After this, they are all going to meet the village shrine maiden who welcomes them. She appreciates their work and their fighting abilities. She gives them Arthur that she will free their hostages if they rescue their great elder from the hero of Celestial, Lord Alfrea. She told them Lord Alfrea was a great person. He was very kind, but suddenly his behavior changed and he was doing favors for the angels just only when they left to talk to him. He captures their great elder. She difficultly managed to escape. She told them the elves were not going to fight with the angel directly, so they needed them. The contract is done. At night, they rest in the forest. Reiner came and talked with Kai. She praises him and appreciates his power, which makes him able to defeat the heroes of Demon Vanessa. She mentions that she believes he will win this time also. She told him he needed more power and strength this time. She also wants him that if he leaves the war he has to take its result. He asks her about the prophet Sid as she knows nothing about him. The next day they are all moving to the angel palace. At first, they smell many angels on the floor, but these angels are alive, not dead, so they leave and move. In this place, they suddenly attacked but were saved. They are attacked by the servant of Lord Alfrea. She is the one who hurt the angels outside. She advised Reiner to bow down because their great elder was going to die soon. Now they are all going to fight with each other. Some are staying there for a fight and others are moving further. As they move they are attacked, but Rinna handles this attack. Reiner checks all the barriers. Jean told Kai that this time she was going to fight along with him. They reached their desired place. They saw Lord Alfrea and the great elder in his trap. Lord Alfrea is getting very angry and mentions that now they are ready for the punishment. On the other hand, Fallon is fighting great with Lord Alfrea's servant. They both fight with great courage and strength. Rinne is also fighting with angels. Lord Alfrea is very angry and going to fight with Raren. He attacks on her, but Kai saves her. Lord Alfrea cannot understand why a human is protecting an elf. He is also shocked by Kai's power. He asks him about his sword as it seems different. Kai told him that this sword was the one that killed and defeated the hero of demons Vanessa. He also mentions that this sword can challenge him. He laughs at it as he takes it very easy, but he cannot know the real strength of this sword. Lord Alfrea is very proud and mentions he is not scared of him as he can even kill his partners. Jean attacked him with a bow. Fortunately, he was saved but got cut on his face. A battle between Lord Alfrea and Jean starts. They both attack on each other. They both use their full strength. Lord Alfrea uses a full powerful magic circle on them, but they are saved by Rayron, who creates a magic barrier. They are moving to save Great Elder, but Lord Alfrea started attacking them. Rayron tries to save the Great Elder but cannot succeed. Lord Alfrea continues attacking them and they save themselves. Lord Alfrea understands that they are giving him a tough time. So, he introduced them to his subordinate Last Riser. Rinne is still fighting with the angels. Fallon and Lord Alfreya's servants also do fighting. Saki and Ashran help Fallon in this fight. Rinne and Fallon fight stop because their enemies accept their defeat. They apologize to them and mention that they have respect and love for the Great Elder and Rayron in their heart. Lord Alfreya ordered the Last Riser to attack them. She accepted it and attacked on them. Her first attack is very massive even if it makes Jean blow out. But fortunately, Jean controls this situation and starts attacking her. Rinne helps Jean in attacking. But unfortunately, she cannot get any damage. Kai asked Lord Alfreya about world reincarnation, but he cannot know anything about it. So he asked him about Prophet Sid. Lord Alfreya is shocked and scared to hear the name of the Prophet Sid. At the same time, Last Riser attack on him, and a black dark circle appeared. The Last Riser says some code words and makes the Lord Alfreya move inside the circle. They all cannot understand what is going on. Kai remembers the time when he was fighting with the hero of demons Vanessa. That thing also happened. He seemed very confused. The Last Riser after this also moves into the black circle, and the circle is going to disappear. They all cannot understand it. They saw the black circle appear on a pillar, and the Alfreya avatar comes out. He starts making destruction. Kai remembers that also happened to him and comes to know rewriting of the world. Alfreya's avatar is attacking them. His attack is very powerful, but Rinne controls them. Rinne tries her best but cannot do this further. So black smoke appeared, and everyone fell in this attack. Rayron noticed that the Alfreya avatar could not use any magic item. She cannot understand this. He is going to attack her, but she believes that her magic is not able to break it easily. But she appeared wrong there, because he breaks it very easily. He is going to kill her, but Kai saves her. Kai told him that he was not a real hero. He was just a fake avatar who used the power of others. Kai and Alfreya's avatar fight with each other. Kai fights very bravely, but the problem is that Alfreya's avatar sword regenerates as it gets any damage in just a second. He also cannot understand what type of power and strength he uses. It seems difficult to defeat him, but Kai believes in himself and the courage that he will do this for humanity. He remembers the people who need him. He found courage in himself, and he was going to attack him. They both fight very professionally. Their fight is going very well. They answer each other's attacks. Alfreya's avatar gets angry about all this. He used powerful magic and made the whole palace shake. Everyone is worried about what will happen. Kai attacked him with full strength. He can give him a cut on his body, but he gets angry about it and takes it in his hand. He is about to kill him. He told him that he was now going to go over. But Kai luck is not enough here, because Reiner and Jean both use their strength and make a powerful moonbow. They attack him with this bow. A strong green light appeared. Kai is saved and falls. Alfreya gets extremely angry about it. Kai is an attack on him, and this attack is not usually. This attack made him to the ground. His wings break down. An explosion occurs. A bright yellow light appears. They are sure that the angel palace soon going to be destroyed. The trap of great leaders also broke. Rayron runs to save Lord Alfreya because his situation is very bad. Lord Alfreya apologized to her. He also appreciates Kai's work, his strength, his ability to fight and his courage. He told him that Prophet Sid told him that the cause of the alternation of the world is hatred. He mentions that all the races in this world want to be strong from each other. So due to this they are just fighting and killing each other. They do not like or respect each other. But fortunately, he cannot see all this in him. He apologized and his body disappeared. Kai also comes to know that Lord Alfreya's behavior changed with elves at that time when the Last Riser appeared. He cannot understand this. He is also worried about Rinne. Rinne had a dream that an old man saved her from the Last Riser. She woke up and hugged Kai. She told him about her scary dream. Jean asked her about her identity as she saw her wings. Jean told her that she will going to burn her because she deceived them. But she cannot do this because she cannot get any danger from her. She helps them in fights and also saves her. So, she is not going to harm her. Jean is okay with all this, and they decided to keep it secret. Jean touches her wings as it is very soft. Kai thought sometimes both these girls become a true girl type. Jean and Celestial make a contract that they will not attack each other, and they are not going to enter each other places. They both agree to this contract for a year. They like it, thank each other and move out. But before they leave, Great Elder stops them and mentions that they want to know what will happen to their Lord Alfreya. They told them that 10 years ago the hero of the mythical beast Fong King came to meet Lord Alfreya. They talk for a few hours, and after that Last Riser makes their Lord Alfreya subordinate and their Lord Alfreya behavior is changed. They told them if they get any news about this, they will tell them. The Great Elder also orders Reiner to go with them because she seems very interested in Kai. Rinne also gets jealous of it. Reiner cannot understand and accept all this. Great Elder orders her to go and get information that why their Lord Alfreya changed. Kai also invited her with a warm heart, so she accepts it. After all, This Dante appreciates Jean for her victory as she saved humans and 2 races are defeated. He told her that now the other 2 races also need to be defeated. But for that, the collaboration between the army should be arranged. But he mentioned that the commander of the Uluan rebel army Lion King Bamon cannot collaborate with anyone. He is a great personality, and he is fighting against the spirits. But he is worried that he is not going with them. Jean mentioned that things will be seen. Dante advises her to become the leader of humanity, but she cannot accept it because her dream is just to end this 5-race war, nothing else. The hero of the spirits Rikujin Kyoko meets with the hero of the mythical beast Fong King. They both talk about humans as they kill heroes of 2 races and only 2 of them are left. They feel bad for the heroes to die. They both seem a little worried about themselves. The hero of the mythical beast Fong King warns the hero of spirits Rikujin Kyoko because now humans are going to attack her. She cannot take it seriously and is about to move. But at this point, the hero of the mythical beast Fong King shows her real nature and attacks on her. They both fight with each other. Rikujin Kyoko changes herself into droplets and makes her fall. She is about to kill her, but the last riser saves her. On the other hand, all are moving to the south to fight with the hero of the spirit. Reiren is sitting next to Kai, and she gives him instructions about the path. But Rinne seems not happy about this. She is jealous of her. But Reiren mentions she is more intelligent and skills from her, that's why she is sitting here. Kai stops both of them. Fallon and Jean notice some weird place that seems to be attacked by mythical beasts. They are worried about it, but relax themselves. The hero of the mythical beast Fong King tries to find the hero of the spirits Rikujin Kyoko. Kaio convert herself into small droplets so she cannot find her. The rebel army set up their camp for some rest. Everyone is taking a hot bath that will cover their wounds. They all feel better and so much more relaxed. They enjoy it. Jean, Rinne and Reiner take a hot bath together. Reiner helps Jean in healing her wounds with her magic. Jean felt so relaxed, so she thanked her. Reiner moves to help Rinne, but her wounds are already healed. She asks her about this, but she cannot tell anything. So, both of them start doing each other body shaming. Rinne told her that she has no big ballon, she is very flat, so no one loves her. They are fighting with each other on this. Jean stops them and mentions that he already talked with Kai about alterations of the world. She appreciates his work and the weapon he has used. She also thanks him for the help he has given in wars. Kai also praises her because she sacrifices her life and uses magic items. After this, they both are talking about the last riser as it has no record in the previous world. Its existence is also very dangerous and scary. They made to think and do something on this point. Kai told her that he thinks the last riser is the one who monitors all 4 races, and they cannot know what her purpose is. Rinne told them that she was very scared of the last riser, because she is very scary. Jean told her to relax. At the same time, the ground is shivering, and they cannot understand what is going on. At night, a mythical beast attack on them. They fight with him. They try their best. Kai attacks him from behind. Fallon also follows him. They both start attacking him and fighting. They fight with full courage and strength with him. They can make the mythical beast faint, but nothing else. The situation is getting little control. They all cannot accept and understand because they are still in the territory. So how a mythical beast appeared there? They are also worried because the mythical beast is very strong and big and they do not have any other weapon that is going to handle it. Now they are all worried about how they are going to fight with the mythical beast. Mythical beast wakes up and they start attacking it again. They all use their full strength and control it. He is going to attack Rinne, but Kai saves her. Reiner uses her magic to make a magical circle and transfer him. In that way, their plan works, and they succeed. Kai gets a large wound while saving Rinne. Rinne cries because Kai has a very painful wound. Kai is in great pain but still asks her if she is okay. He is happy as she is okay. They are resting when Kai sees a dream in which he is called by someone who calls him a lucky child and mentions he is the one who is going to touch the taboo code that is responsible for the alteration of the world. He woke up. After this, they are all moving to a building Kai saw in his dream. Reiner takes them there but mentions there is nothing special in it. They reach the building and hear the voice welcoming them and mention that this is the center of the world, and they finally found it. Now comment on what will happen next. What kind of place is this? Is this the center of the world and after going into it they are back to the original world and the War of 5 Races stops there or not? Reiren told them to not go inside because she thought this building was strange, but they ignore it. Rinne smells some strong magic similar to her and moves inside. They saw a stone statue. They come to know this statue is talking with them. This statue told them he welcomed them. He also mentions that he comes from another world where humans won. He told them he was looking for the one who was going to replace Prophet Sid. Kai remembers something and comes to know this statue is the prophet of the god Azura Soraka. Jean cannot understand all this. So, Kai explains to her. This statue told them he created a code holder to separate all worlds. He mentions he also does this to protect humanity. He told them the code holder is only broken because of death rate happening in the world has increased. He also appreciated and told him he was a great personality and fate person who found a code holder in this world without any profit. That's an amazing thing. Statue told them he invited them here because he wanted to give a prophecy to one of them. He tries his best but cannot stop world rebirth. So, someone needs to bring the world the right way, and he is the one who chose. He told them this world is false and wrong. Jean cannot bear this and gets angry. She told them she had been fighting for many decades and made a great effort and he just called them false. The statue cools down her and mentions that the world cannot be replaced completely because if this happens humans are going to perish. He mentions this would happen many times ago, but both their hard-fought battle is indelible grace. Jean looks happy about it. This statue told her that the world has to be right, and she is going to do this. He told her that she is a great personality and has the power of leadership and she is a great leader, so that's why prophecies are going to her. He mentions Kai is a strong person who fights with heroes of other races, but still, he is not able to get prophecy. The statue told her that she needed to continue fighting and defeat other races and use a creature which is called a rasterizer and use it to restore the world. He also told them he did not know about the last riser monster as it was not written in the original world. He appreciates them and encourages them. He mentions he has great expectations from them. They understand their task and move out. Rinne seems a little worried as she cannot understand this voice and also does not know if this statue is real or not, but Kai relaxed her. They decided to keep this secret from others. Kai congratulates Jean for being a prophet, but she told him that she was just a person who wanted to end this war, nothing else. She asks him about the relationship in the previous world. He told her that they were friends and colleagues, so she asks him for friendship, and he agrees. They are both happy about it. Raren makes a medicine drink and gives it to Kai to drink. Rinne stopped her because she thought this was not good, but Raren drinks it by herself and shows them there is nothing wrong with it. She gives it to Kai to drink. They stop near the building which was called a graveyard in the previous world. Kai told them this place was used to capture all the 4 race heroes. This building is situated in the Euroan Federation. Rinne smells something and warns them. At the same time several droplets attack on them. They cannot understand what this is. They start attacking them. They cannot understand what they will do to stop all this. As they attack, they reform as their bodies have no fixed form. Suddenly a person with an army comes there. They are going to fight and defeat this droplet of spirits. They come to know that these are the army of Urza Resistance Lord Bamung. Jean thanked them for their help. The commander welcomes them. They are all about to move when Rinne mentions that she still senses spirits and spirits attack them. Everyone is doing an attack on them. They are trying their best to control the situation. They break the barrier and move the car out of this place. After this, they are moving to watch a lake. They watch it very seriously. Rinne told them this was not just a lake, this was a spirited race. The droplet of the lake moves and comes out and appears as the hero of the spirit race Rikujin Kyoko. The hero of the spirit Rikujin Kyoko saw them. She gets angry and attacks them. She makes a huge droplet and falls it on vehicles. Kai cut her body into 2 parts by using a sword. At the same time a number of soldiers fire on her. They thought the situation was under control, but this is just their misunderstanding. She is reformed. They are shocked to see this. She asked him who she was, how you can use a powerful sword. He cannot understand this as a spirit talking with humans. She asked about her answer. He mentions the prophet, Sid. She gets angry to hear this name as she hates Prophet Sid a lot. She told him this was just the beginning of the transfer of the world. He is shocked by this as there are more things left. At the same time, a black circle appeared in the sky and a last riser appeared from behind. She used the code words and made Rikujin Kyoko out of this world. At the same time, the circle disappears and another Rikujin Kyoko appears. This is the Rikujin Kyoko avatar. She told them she was tired and she was about to leave, but they stopped them and mentioned she is attacking them. She needs to pay for it. But she told them the girl who was fighting them was now fighting with the hero, the mythical beast. She told them this was because the monster's last riser appeared some time ago. She told them the last riser is very dangerous as Prophet Sid also mentioned about it. She mentions the last riser is pure hatred and the enemy of this world. The last riser just wants that they all are just doing fighting, nothing else. They understand her facts, so they decide they leave their weapons and make an agreement and contract to avoid further problems. She told them the real Rikujin Kyoko was at the Black House, and this was the first place where she met with the last riser. The Black House is a graveyard, nothing else. She told them this building appeared after the prophet Sid disappeared. She told them everyone does not accept only the hero of mythical beasts okay with it. They all cannot understand why the hero of the mythical beast is coexisting with the last riser. They all move to the graveyard. This building is mysterious. Kai stands at a place. His sword shines a lot. They hear the voice of Prophet Sid mention that the people who are wrapped in the fate of hatred are dangerous. He also mentioned he made a mistake and was unable to protect Rinne. He mentions the future is waiting for them and a magic circle appears and they all reach a new place. They are unable to understand all this because a second ago they were in the graveyard. They are all not okay with it because they thought they were in a trap. Rikujin Kyoko's avatar told them there was a vast source of power over there. So they are moving toward it. They saw Lord Alfreya's statue there. They are shocked to see this. Reiner mentions she stands some power from this statue. Rikujin Kyoko's avatar touches it and mentions that this statue is frozen. At the same time, a black magical circle appears, and the last riser comes out. They think their enemy is in front of them, so they have to do an attack. But the last riser is not a simple thing. She said some code words and a magic circle appeared again. Jean and the others went inside the circle and disappeared. Kai with Rinne left. She told them she was going to talk with them because they remembered the history of the real world and knew Prophet Sid. Jean and the others reached a strange place. She is moving to find the door in space. Reiren stopped her and mentioned they needed to do planning. On the other hand, Kai is fighting with the last riser. Rikujin Kyoko's avatar takes some magical power from Rinne. She attacks her and makes her to be destroyed. They are happy about it, but at the same time another last riser appears. Dekna does not understand how she can be regenerated so fast. Kai comes to know that they have to move out from this alternate world. He finds out the door and shatters it with his sword. They take Lord Alfreya's statue with them and run away. They also do an attack on the last riser. They finally succeed in moving out, but unfortunately last riser is also moved with them. At this time Kai uses his full power and makes her disappear. Reiren makes weapons when she smells a strong magical power. They all cannot understand what this is. This is because another last riser appears from the other world. That's a mad thing. Rinne told Kai that Prophet Sid also protected her from this last riser. Prophet Citrius re his best, but she is captured by her. Now she is too scared of her, but Kai tells him to relax as he is with her. He is fighting with the last riser. He fights very bravely. Rikujin Kyoko's avatar helps them a lot. She chooses all her power to protect them, but the last riser makes her go to another place. A huge bright purple magical circle appeared, but Rikujin Kyoko used her power. An explosion occurs. A strong light appears from the graveyard. Everyone is shocked to see this. Lord Alfreya's statue is also moved out. Kai and Rinne also wake up. They also cannot understand what happened. They are saved because Rinne creates a magic barrier around them. Jean calls them. She is very happy as they are saved. They saw a last riser is still alive. The blood is dropped from her body. They are shocked as even she is saved after this blast. They run outside of the graveyard, but the last riser attacks and takes Rinne with her. Rinne uses her power and can move out. She fell. The last riser again going to attack her. Kai appears in front of her. He is doing a fight with the last riser. The other also helps him. They all fired on her. Jean and Reiren both use their power and make a powerful bow. This bow hit her mind, and an explosion happened. A strong light appeared, and the blast was very fierce. The last riser's head was broken, and her body also fell. Kai and Rinne hear a sad song. They come to know this song is sung by the last riser. A dark black circle appears, and everyone moves into it. Kai and Rinne stop them, but they do not listen to them. From the same circle sword with the great prophet Sid comes out. Kai is shocked to see him in front of him. He cannot believe his eyes. On the other hand, the hero of the mythical beast made up her mind that she was going to save her race at any cost. Kai attacks Prophet Sid and mentions he knows he is the last riser. He mentions not copying Sid's appearance. Rinne also attacks him and mentions that he is not a real one. A strong blue light appears when she touches him. He makes her move to another place by sending her into a circle. Kai fights with him to make her go back. Kai remembers his previous life when Jean told him he practiced a lot because he wanted to become Sid. He finds courage in himself and mentions he is gonna fight with him because he is not a true Prophet Sid. He believes in this because Prophet Sid wanted to save Rinne, not to harm her. He is fighting with him. On the other hand, Rinne, who is captured in a trap, encourages herself as she wants to live with Kai. She also wants to save him. Sid attack on Kai, but Rinne saves him. They both attack him and break his sword. His arm also broke, and they come to know he is a last riser. They both are fighting when the last riser tells them the alternation of the world is fate, and this is not going to end. This continues like a cycle. Kai attacked him and cut him into pieces that had appeared. He saw Rinne moving toward the magical circle. Kai is getting faint. He is falling. He remembers his life when he touched Prophet Sid's sword and also saw Rinne in a trap. At the same time, he woke up. Rinne hugs him. She is happy because he saved her. Rinne shows her feelings to him. She She told him she was like him. She mentions that she is a tolerant human because he wants to live with him. She asked him about his feelings. He is getting nervous. They are about to kiss each other. At the same, Jean and Raren open the door. Jean makes both of them separate. They ask him he is okay because he is asleep for 3 days. They are happy about this and congratulate him because he defeats the last riser. Now these 3 girls are fighting with each other just because of him. They all are jealous of each other because of him. Now situations are controlled. Everything is okay. After this year all move to the graveyard where the statue of Lord Alfreya is kept. Rikujin Kyoko also with them. She is in her little version. This is because she uses all her energy in fighting. Raren told her not to do anything to Lord Alfreya's statue because this was going to be very dangerous to her race. They agree to it. Now they are going back to their federation. They all are happy. Kai and Rinne say that they stop world regeneration. That's a very good thing. Kai is happy because he fulfills Sid's desire, which is to save her and end the War of 5 Races. Both are happy and run away. Now this series is over.